Order submitted. Order filled.
see. Just adding some trails to this thing. I don't want the trail start to be off. I want it to be on there. Trail trigger. Let's pick that from it. That should be good. Okay. PB. Let's go try. And we're gonna make that one also have a trail. Not off. Take. There. Make sure there's a break even on it. Edit. Let's see. Break even on it. Okay. Yeah. Save that, minimize that. I'm looking. Okay. Well, things are looking kind of nice. All right. Let me go get this coffee. Yeah. Oops. Like market's going for a gap close. Maybe, maybe not. But let's go ahead and look at this chart. 930 push and then down. That's absolutely
Hey,
ridiculous.
we're at yesterday's high, by the way,
Yep. Yesterday's high and as well as previous week's high.
which is also 50% of this 15-minute fair value gap.
Yeah. Market is something. And we also got the previous closing price, 525, down there as well. So we'll see what happens. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. Let me go ahead and save this workspace as well. Yeah, this is absolutely egregious that I didn't have everything set up in time. Wow. I'm kind of tight. I didn't. That's fine.
Yes, we're gonna pull. Are we not? What are we gonna do? What do we want to do? See. I mean, if everybody got filled, previous day high, and we're in the middle of our golden zone. A lot of profit taken though, probably from the video. Everybody probably taking sell, close their shares and come on. we're going for the 61.8. Minute fill.
When you take it to fundamental and also the food services department.
Did you didn't see or hear me? Okay. All right. There was, I'm gonna put on this chart. Just so you can see what I'm talking about. Here. What's that? Screen one. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So if you see, might be a lot for your eyes, but you can see the market from 9:30 on clearly downtrend. I didn't have my algos on in time. It would have been, first trade would have been here. Let's go. Yeah. Let's stay in draw mode. First trade, as it breaks this level, it continues to slow down. Put a risk to reward 2 on it. Entry, the stop would be here, and it's a dynamic stop, so the stop would be trailing down with it the whole time. That's a target, 2 to 1, or that's 1 to 1. And then the same thing here. It's a couple. Take that off. So here, there. Delete those drawings. But yeah, I was not in time. That's all good. Where we at? This thing here. That. Boom. Man, market's just dumping beautifully. Okay. ES heading lower as well. Okay.
Order submitted.
I know as soon as I get in shorts, it's gonna just keep, it's gonna rip.
Order submitted.
Ah, we dumping.
We're at Asia low.
Yep.
Order filled. Order filled. Target filled.
Yep. That's a check.
Order filled.
That's dumping.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. Market trying to make a little push back up. Let's see. Yeah, that's vicious. That's vicious.
Yeah, I took some longs off Asia low. Trying to
This
get
shit.
some kind of push. Entry what I added in, so entry is 503.
Oof. That's clean. It's like 30 points, 35 points off that. Let's go.
So I was in at 4. What was I at? Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Reset. It retested this by 500 level. I added at 500. I just trimmed off half at this 5-minute fair value gap. I trimmed 1,000.
Let's go.
Try to trail this as much as I can.
Yes, sir.
We're a small imbalance at 578, so that would be overall target. It's also a point of interest.
Hey, Apex sent that. Let's go.
See, look, your trip's paid for, dog.
Another one just hit. Let's go, man. Apex for the fucking win.
Yeah, your shit's paid for, dog. Don't even stress now.
Man, I'm chilling, man. I'm big Gucci. Yeah. This is a ferocious bounce.
Yeah, that was just heavy profit taking.
Heavy profit taking.
That with that Nvidia.
Mm-hmm.
That was Kathy Wood candles.
Fucking
Scamming ass bitch.
oh shit.
Bitch
Talking
is
about
such a
Nvidia's to the
scammer,
moon.
bro.
And then she gonna
She's
sell
such a
them. She sell them at the low.
She's scamming, dog. You can't tell me that's not insider trading, bro.
Man.
There's no way that this woman is always right.
Yeah.
After taking all the, remember how she used to take losses?
Yep.
She used to lose heavy.
Yeah.
I used to short arc.
When Nvidia first did that dip down in like 2023, 20 whatever, she sold everything basically. And then it rolled back up, and then she bought high, and then it dipped again. And she was buying high, selling low for a little bit. But then
I remember when ARC used to be nothing, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I had ARC, I had ARKK, F, G, H, R, Z, Elemental P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. I had all that shit.
Yo, shit went all the way to 160, dumped $33. 33.
Yeah, her shit got clapped.
Yeah, she's still making billions.
Right. Management fees.
Some don't make sense though, you know. Something don't make sense.
Ooh. Okay.
Chill out, my guy.
Wow.
Stop me out. Just a little quick quick retracement. Sure did stop me out. Wow.
Order filled.
Some of my algos just went short. See, all of them. Yeah, so we're gonna see what they talking about.
It tapped this little 15-second order block and it's gonna rip. Watch.
And they took profit.
Wow. 15-second order block. Oh.
Okay. The runner, I think, is close to getting stopped.
About to get stopped.
Okay.
Well, your runner might survive.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Okay, little runner.
Oh, we're gonna chop now. This is a chop pattern. I already
Okay,
see
little
it.
runner. Young runner in the building.
Yeah, this is a chop pattern.
Young runner in the building. Young runner in the building. Young runner. Keep dumping. Keep dumping. Young runner.
76
got me.
fib. Yeah,
That's
76
cool.
76 fib.
Oh, yeah, they up out of there. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, so we about to just chop now.
Let's see. Where is
Sandy?
okay. All right. Where is my
News.
What news? Pending home sales or
Pending
existing home sales?
Pending home sales.
Yeah, I don't think that one. Let me see. Oh yeah, I think this is the one where I still needed to mark off if it was volatile or not, but it doesn't. Okay, we're gonna keep that one as black. It doesn't qualify. Okay. All right. Yeah, that one's kept as black. Okay. Wait. Here. Okay.
Oh, we chopping in this golden zone. Damn.
We're down there.
We heavy in this golden zone right now.
I'm gonna have to delete some of these.
Yo, the 4-hour chart looks crazy.
That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone.
See, what do we beat pending home sales? Negative 6.3. Forecasted was negative 0.9. We're damn crazy red, and we're still not really trying to move down.
Damn, did I delete the wrong chart? Fuck. I think I did. That's fine.
Good. Yeah, we gotta keep. I think we keep on. God, this chop is just.
You say we keep dumping?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know right now because this 4-hour chart is nasty.
Yeah.
Keep this fucking spit off. Tap everybody gap. We change. We tap the out. We're gonna fall. We'll try to short.
TV. I'm gonna change this one. Yeah. Looks like we try to go lower.
Order filled.
Yeah. Man, try it. Yeah. Clean money. Clean fucking money.
We got 2 fair value gaps. One we
Order
tapped
filled.
already.
Order filled.
The next one's at 442.
Order
on the
submitted.
15-minute. That'll be your first
Order filled.
This NVIDIA push.
Order filled. Order filled.
Oh damn, this shit entered mad late.
You could target NVIDIA lows.
That's probably my fault though, that it entered so late. Wow. Wait, don't hit the target.
Filled.
Don't.
Premature closure.
Oh no. Wow.
Oh no.
I'm trying to trail the. Oh my god.
Order filled.
Come on.
Order submitted.
See where we gotta go.
Okay. Is that what we're doing right now? We're just not. So we got previous day's low is 321.
Yeah, that's NVIDIA earnings low.
Yep, that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Order filled.
So we got some areas here. We got an inverse 15-minute. We got a massive 15-minute fair value gap. We got a 15-minute inverse fair value gap. And then we got NVIDIA lows.
Yeah.
Order filled.
All right. These guys are still okay. Now I can't even do nothing right now. That's annoying. Okay. Still dumping. Okay. Oh, this is insanity.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had the entries for sales too.
Damn.
I had entries for sales at 21,686.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, let me move the mouse.
Order filled.
Okay.
I'm not done because QQQ still has a gap. I'm watching Qs, to be honest, to see if it can fill this gap. So pretty much I'm going for yesterday's close. The 4 o'clock close. I feel like we still got room to fall, so
Order
Looks like it.
filled.
even if we want to fill this gap in the 15, we got 395. 5 minute, you got 402. When we do get our bounce, though, it's gonna be a bounce, bro.
Order filled.
Getting notifications.
Target. Order canceled. Target filled. Target filled.
Oh, I'm over here thinking I'm talking. I'm up
Nope.
pretty healthy.
I'm by myself today. Just all by myself.
Damn, bro, I'm literally talking and I'm on mute. Like, okay, yeah. We are up. We are up super healthy on. I got a couple of evals that I'm up
Your
super
Disney,
healthy.
your Disney's paid for, dog. Don't even stress.
Oh
Everything is.
man,
It don't even matter what they want. You want it,
yeah,
whatever you want, baby girl, get it.
that's so funny.
You can have whatever you
Hey,
like.
that's what, babe, babe.
You want that? You want Disney ears?
Yeah,
You can have whatever you
the
like. Yo, you know what we
you can
did
have.
too?
Hey,
When we used to go to Disney, we would hit up the local stores like Walmart and Target, whatever, Publix,
yeah.
and look for like the Disney ears and shit. I know the ones that Target. How much we pay, man?
Hey, way
Remember
cheaper.
your ears at Target? Remember the Disney ears we bought at Target, the Mickey Mouse ears? How much? Remember how much they were? Like 10, $12. Yo,
Wow,
come on. This is where we're gonna bounce. This is a random ass
bro,
area.
bruh. I literally took. I trailed out. Hold on. I'm literally
It's
gonna tell
all
you.
random ass area.
Alright. Yeah,
I
bro.
mean,
This is.
it's not a random.
It's
I
the
mean,
industrial. You might yours just not for industrial. You might yours just not for industrial.
probably. Nah, ain't no way that is where we bounce. Ain't no fucking. Come on.
Oh, you don't want it right there?
Nah, I want it 373, bro.
Three
I
seven
want
three.
this full. I want this full QQQ closure.
Damn.
I want four
Yeah.
o'clock closure yesterday. I want daily close.
Yeah.
But
They
it's not
went.
gonna
They
give
went
it to me.
wild.
It's not gonna give it to me.
Yeah.
Let's see. See if we can close up this level.
With the vicious bounce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I got some. I'm up like 1,700 in a bunch of evals.
We get back under
Um.
four. We get back under 429. We might keep falling.
Yeah. Export this. And yeah. There we go. Save this. And then we gotta now open this. Yo, Mike, what firms you rocking with?
I funded and top one. I blew
So
all
how?
my apexes.
Oh, okay.
There were 25Ks, bro, and how
Yeah,
everything was moving, bro. I mean, just a few contracts I was getting smoked.
yeah. That's the. Yep. It's like you could be in a great trade.
And that
Still.
drawdown, bro,
Yeah.
that trailing. So I think if I ever go back to Apex, it'll be like after I have all my other accounts done, get
Of course.
some payouts. I'll go grab the
Yeah.
20 accounts and just slow dog them.
Hell yeah. That's the name of the game.
Cause man, fuck all that trailing shit. Now that listen, I'm gonna have top one, my funded, and top step. I'll go grab some take profits before I go back to Apex.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. So I think I'm gonna yeah, that these going back. Yeah, I'm gonna I wanna try my funded futures.
They're not bad. Like I don't understand people like. There's nothing really with them. I mean, you're all in for right now at $89 all in.
How many accounts can you have with them?
3.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if we can keep dropping here.
Like I'm dying. I might be done. Actually, we're all done.
My wife says she's
Dying
dying.
fast.
Already dying. Oh, man. Come on, cute, close your give it to me. Might just have a red day, period.
Say it again.
So it might just be a nasty red day.
Yeah. They still dumping? God damn.
Yeah. Anyway, we taking all in the video back. Like I'm telling
All of
you,
that.
we gonna
All of that.
take it all back and we gonna stop them boys.
They said all of that, man. That's because
All
I'm looking
of
at the 321 is like is a gorgeous little spot.
321. Oh, I love
Yeah.
321.
321 is a nice little bounce little area that I'm thinking.
I would love 321.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah.
Come on. What are you doing? Keep going. Just take it off of it. Take it all. Take it off of this. Give all the video back. Dang, dog, we lonely today. Where's everybody at? You call Serge and Martin?
I think I'm about to hit a Martin to come on now. I'm texting in the group right now.
Get a fucking wellness check. I know. Give me a few more dollars. I'm a few dollars there. Come on. Come on.
I'm saying there.
Oh, stop me out. That's crazy.
For real?
Bro, it was 373 and it tapped 81, 31. And it stopped me out. Now it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's gonna go to close. Wow. Oh. Oh no, it's not. Fuck around. It's gonna fuck around. Damn, that's damn. Got him, coach.
You got him?
I mean, not me.
Damn.
No, I never tapped it. Like,
Okay,
yo,
word.
it won't tap it. I don't know when it's gonna tap it.
Morning, y'all.
Hey,
Hey,
they're
what's going
alive.
on, man? What it look like?
Coming in to say what's up. I'm done.
Oh, he was
today
ghost trading today.
Yeah,
Today
nice.
was pretty
Nice.
simple today. It was just dumb.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at this support level from the hourly on 59.44 on ES. But it looked like we broke through that and went back up and touched it, and then kept going down. So I got some nice moves there. I only took like 180 on my bull and ox because I still got 2 more days to pay out, and I'm at like 300 away from max payout. So
There you go.
but
Let's get it.
500 on the take profit.
Yep. As long as it's all discipline, there's checks available all day. 100,
Yep.
200, 300,000, 4,000. As long as it's damn.
Yep, I'm
Oh shit.
looking to keep these. The bull and ox thing is giving me a little bit of confidence. Not overconfidence, but the fact that like I'm 8 days of profit in, showing me that I could show that consistency. I'm gonna pay out and open up a few more of these 25K take profit accounts.
Damn. What's going on here? What are you talking about? This one. All right.
Whose chart is that?
What is that?
Whose chart is that?
That's one of my prep charts. We on a daily. No, what's that? That's a 5 minute. So just a couple of key mathematical points that we've hit. So I'll show y'all like just a little bit of process I go through every time at like 6:05 at night. So what happens is I'll move this down here. It's just a technical system I've been following.
I think if you close the day on that above that 21,562, I think you're looking at a nice breakout to new highs.
Yeah. Yep. So this chart it has a 20-day. It has the average daily range system on it. So after the first 5 minutes in the market, some levels plot out. So we have this 20-day this ADR 20-day ADR low and a 20-day ADR high. So what I do is I put these bands. It's just a drawing tool. I put those on there, and it basically the way I have it set is it'll draw. I have it set to draw on all my charts, right? So every single chart that I have on MNQ, whether it's my execution chart or whatever, I see this plot. So I never really have to look at this chart. So as the market was moving up, you see this band is moving up. So I'm not looking at it in the middle of the night. I come back towards the open around like 9 when I start my final prep. And you can see they came around this level. It's not always exact. It's not an exact science, but so at this point, This is midnight. We're moving up. So y'all can see this high, this top level, this ADR high was plotted. It was plotted at 6 o'clock yesterday. Y'all see that, right? So market's moving up towards, and again, when it's an exact science, it's funny, but I don't really see it that way. But so that's the level, 857. 857.50 is the level that I was plotting. That's what it's showing right now. 857.50. Let me bring this down so we can see it. That's the level. It's marked off. 857.50. What was the high of the session today?
Yes.
Look at this. Look at the date. This was plotted May 28th.
Hey, Jazz is in the building, y'all.
Hey, what's going on? So you can see this level, 857 was plotted at 6 o'clock yesterday. Okay. So Nvidia moves, okay, cool, after hours. All right, that's fine. They're moving. Now it's midnight. It's running up. Market goes to make a hot market. Market literally went all the way up there and never came back down. This is why I look at my ADR high bands. So now I'll bring this up here. So from this point on, if I didn't trade, if I'm trading the overnight, I don't care about any longs above this level. I'd rather short this level and put my stop above. That's just a monster from that level. Now, I mean, that's just clear cut. And then now we also, this is crazy. Yo.
Hey, why you? Sorry, bro. I just tuned in. Why you say you refuse to look for any buys from that level?
Because the market's already moved this range.
Oh,
like
gotcha.
There was enough. Yeah, there was
the
enough.
ADR.
Yeah, exactly. It went up to this high ADR level. Like, if I'm still trying to trade longs above this level, I'm just being greedy now.
Pushing your luck. Yeah.
Because the market handed it out all night. If I'm an overnight trader, and you know that these are levels here, the market handed that out. It was handed out. So if you are still trying to go long up here, you're a very greedy person, and you're not accepting. You're not happy with your blessings.
Hey, that's some toss right there. I appreciate it, but hey, for real.
Yeah, you're not happy with your blessings. So now, okay, market proceeds to move down lower. Okay, we're coming up 930. The ADR low is here. We have a couple of levels. As we're moving down lower, we got previous week's high. We got yesterday's close, which is the white level. And I'm gonna go here with it. I'm gonna stay in draw mode. All right, we got previous week's high. We got yesterday's high. We got the ADR low. From 930, if you didn't, I caught basically all this move, right? We've now moved from the high to the low bands. Now go outside. Why are we still here? The market literally moved from the ADR high to the ADR low. Anything below the ADR low has nothing to do with me. It doesn't matter. Why? If you're still trying to trade this shit and it's dropping, it's going low. Oh, I'm about to go. Yeah. Why?
Hey, bro, that's cold. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? The shit is all math.
I'm some real, bro. I need to figure out how to get some of those ADR. You say you got to purchase that thing, right? The program.
I think some of them, and then you can see watch this. when the market came to the ADR low, when the market came to the ADR low, look what happened on the next candle. It bounced.
It gives you a general insight, bro. Like that's
Yeah,
solid. That gives you, man. Because there's times, as you said, there's times where we're blind to what's up there, but that literally paints it for you. Look, this is the average. This is where we should be. And not saying that it's not gonna go higher. It could peak a
yeah,
little bit, but you're playing with fire at that point.
yeah. And it's like market literally went to the ADR high, it went to the ADR low, and it gave a bounce. That was a signal.
Yeah.
Like, and 930 was here. 930 was here. It went all the way down. Cool. Again, like for me, it's just it's not rocket science. It's a quick math. Market said on average it's gonna go from the high to the low. It gave you levels. It came to this level. It paid on one micro. The market gave $709.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all remember, but I left a sell order yesterday.
What'd you say, bro?
I said I left a sell order yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kept I'm going and going, and my sell order stayed there. And I woke up to it just trailing me out like crazy this morning.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So, yeah, like
I've been a lot more consistent leaving that overnight session alone.
Yeah, that's good. And so
But
now it's like,
I never been a buy and hold. You know what I mean? Overnight is for
yeah,
buy and hold.
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it depends. It depends
Or
because
sell or sell and hold. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
like I never been a hold. You know, like I
yeah,
don't.
you're an
bro.
aggressive
I'm the
scalper.
same with you, bro. I'm the same with you. I'm an aggressive scalper, bro. I'm right
Yeah,
there with you.
I can't do it. I can't do it, right? Because like that swing trading thing, right? Like it goes, $500 in my favor. I can't deal with that $200 pullback before it continues,
Yeah,
right?
Well,
Like like
if you said some trails with the ATMs, it just does the work for you. So if it decides to pull back, it can lock in some profit. I'm not saying
yeah,
that
it'll
that
lock in some profits, but I'm gonna do that myself, right? As soon as I'm up 500 and I lose half of that, I'm closing it out, right? Even if the trade is still valid. So
well,
I just know my personal psychology.
you can
hmm
leave your trade on, and I'm not saying that everyone has to trade this way. Even I don't trade like this anymore. You know what I mean? But I'm saying that you go to bed and it's a risk free trade and it's just doing its thing. If it decides to come back, you're sleeping. You don't wake up like every other hour. Oh man, let me go check on my position. Let's see. You know what I mean?
Last time I did that, I was still drinking.
Oh, so
I
Damn.
pass out on a trade.
that's the worst mix, bro.
No,
hmm
I don't drink. I haven't drank in over a year. Fuck that. It doesn't make money.
Nah,
Yeah.
it is money.
Yep. But But yeah, no, that's just my little spiel on this, man. That's why market did this, and if the market opened at 930, it was aggressive selling. It just was dropping. It came down
Yeah.
to this level, and again, I have this band on it mirrors um on my MN. What do you say? Save it. Oh, just send it to me. Yeah, send it to my email.
Yeah.
No. Just or no, just send it to yourself, and then I'll go on your trading laptop and then do it. Is that cool? Yeah. So yeah, market comes down to my fault, go. Comes down to this level. This band is on all my charts. So as I'm trading, like I'm like, oh, okay. But
Hey, yo,
nah.
the 61 day was doing this thing this morning. 61
Yeah.
8.
Yeah.
ES kept bouncing off that 6,000 level last night, and now it's
Yep.
bouncing off of the 5,900 level.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Did a 100-point move. Same thing with ES. I have not even looked at the ES tab, so I'm gonna have to adjust the bands. So we'll do that together. But boom, here they did their thing. They dropped again. All this here, all this little after, I don't care about none of that. We already at goal, done for the day. Time to go to what? Casino. Babe, you talked to Christian yet? I know they're going to the casino today. Like probably, he said once he picks him up from the airport. 10 o'clock? Yeah. Yeah. You trying to go? We can leave Leia with, yeah, I'll talk to her. It's probably like $40.
I want to go.
I'll see. She's working from home, so I will drop her off and then we go. Okay. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so I think I might be going to casino, y'all. But okay.
Hey, Lou, you taking us with you?
Yeah. just live stream it.
What do you play over there?
I'll be doing well, my girl does slots. My brother-in-law, he does what's he play? Poker? Right? Blackjack? Yeah, he does blackjack, and then I'm usually on the roulette table.
You know, my
That's
strategy in the casino when I win money isn't much different from my trading.
Let's hear it.
I go. No, well, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like from like a over gambling type of perspective, right? Like I win money when I just go place bets. I go from table to table, like $30 on black. Boom, win that. Go over, play a hand of blackjack. Win that. Boom, just bounce around table to table. And then when I sit at one table for too long, I always lose money.
Yep. Yep, that's how it be.
Over trading.
Get your money and get gone.
Yep.
I'm susceptible to it too, man.
Yeah,
I be doing that dumbass shit.
Yeah, won like seven bets in a row last time I went to the casino. Like I started with, I was like, I think I got like $300. I was like, all right, I'll lose this. And I never even got into the second 100. Like I just $30, and like 7 bets in a row, like $30, $50. And then I sat at a blackjack table for like 8 hands and gave half of it back.
Yeah, see, and also too, I did this one time where I went to the casino. I was up, ended up losing my winnings. Then I lost what I came with, and I did the horrible mistake. Went to the ATM.
Oh no.
Damn.
And then they make them ATMs in the casino so you could take like $5,000.
Yep. I went out and took 1,000. But
yeah, they let you take crazy money out of those ATMs in the casino.
Yeah.
You can't find that anywhere
crazy.
in the neighborhood.
Nope. I went and I took out 1,000. Funny thing, I ended up walking out with more money than I came in. But I know I definitely got lucky. I'm not even claiming that was skill. That was all luck, and I'm out. I'm good on that. But yeah, that was nope. But yeah, man, that's how it is.
Yeah, my shit at last casino though was that was like some drunk shit. Like 2 a.m, like I ain't got nothing to do. Drinking, I caught like a Uber, like a $50 Uber.
Yeah.
And then I tried to go play poker. They was like, yeah, you can't be in here. Go to the bar and get some water and play slots or something. And I was like, damn.
Yep. Gotta be mindful of that.
That's what I don't do. I don't drink anymore. Dumb shit when I'm drinking.
Yep.
Wasting money.
Yeah, I gotta try to be better with that myself. But yeah, man, this is how it's supposed to be, man. 10:42, done for the day. I mean, look at the drippage. Again, to the level. And I know Nate, because I trade ES a little bit as well. So I guess we can. I'm gonna look at ES and let's see what they did.
News was kind of weak this morning.
The jobless claims, bro. You know what's funny? I wasn't even in the house for jobless claims.
Yeah, it was all lame. It really didn't do much. Like it was already moving about the same before the news.
If anything, it slowed down.
Yeah, it wasn't the news really didn't give us anything.
Okay. Wow. All right, Nate. I'm gonna take a look at ES. So let's go back to let's see when it plots. Okay. All right. So at this time, when I'm prepping, put the bands on the levels. Okay. We got this pink band that I've highlighted, and I'm gonna go here. Stay in draw mode. Oh, Nate, this is that toolbar you were talking about, by the way.
Yeah. I still don't
So
know how to put any of those things on my chart, like how you got those dynamic fibs and all that. They got a thing they're trying out at Ninjacators for it's called True Fibonacci.
true Fibonacci.
Yeah,
I'll have to take a look
but
at it. What is it?
but it's not. I don't think it's available. Like that this guy Josh Martinez that works for them that does these 9 a.m. um
The
podcast things
podcast.
for them.
Yep.
Yeah, like
Hmm.
he has access to some tools, but it looks like pretty much like what you have, right? It's dynamic Fibonacci. Basically, you just go in on the time frame you want, and then you say long or short Fibonacci, and it draws them for you.
Oh, okay. So it's probably like a measured move tool type of thing as well. Like this,
Yeah, but
like
it's not dynamic like yours, where when we make new lows or highs,
it
it
goes with it.
readjusts
Okay.
itself. Like you have to reset it for the new
Okay.
lows and highs, but then it draws it itself, though.
Okay. So like this one, I got this is a Fibonacci drawing tool. I put my own levels on it. It's 50%. There's a golden pocket here, a golden pocket here, and then as you know, as the market makes new levels, you can just extend it. But I'm assuming this just does it automatically. You're saying kind of like
Yeah,
the way
yeah,
how I have it. Okay, that makes sense.
yeah. It does it kind
Yeah.
of automatically. That's what you said yours does, right?
Hmm. Exactly right.
But
So.
I got
Hmm.
resistance up at 6,008.
Yep. That's the high. Yep.
Yeah, and then
Hmm.
let's see. Yeah, yesterday, no, the lows from the 27th, around 58.64.
The lowest from the 27th.
Mm-hmm. Because that's the low that I'm using around 58.64 on the hourly, because then you go back to like the 25th, you
Yep.
got that huge like
Huge.
60 point candle or whatever. So
Hmm.
I don't that was probably news driven, so I don't really want to use that.
Yep. That makes sense. So
But we're
yeah,
getting this
look at this.
volatility right now because of those that court that said
The block Trump's tariffs.
yeah, but
Hmm.
there's other ways. See, we got to expect a lot of volatility though, because there's other ways that he can get around that,
Of, of course.
different sections of the trade law that he can use.
Yeah, you know Trump don't. Trump is always gonna find a way. Trump got some good lawyers.
Well, they use trade law,
Yeah. Yep.
like probably like uniform commercial code or something, and just like maritime law, but
Yep.
there's other sections in trade law that he can utilize. Like they
Yep.
just didn't allow him to do
They just
one
blocked one thing.
one thing, right? Like the
Yep.
10% across the board
Yep.
tariffs, but there's another section of trade law that I was reading this morning that would allow him to put 15% tariffs. So
Hmm.
I'm glad we're getting this movement though today, because yesterday it was super boring.
Yeah, I didn't even trade any of my accounts yesterday. Um.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm happy about this movement we had. Like this Nvidia, like at look at this at
Yeah.
420, little pop.
Earnings beat. I
Look at
don't know
this,
why when
and
Nvidia
then
beat in earnings, like, and then CNBC reports, oh, this made worldwide chip people that need chips worldwide go out and get chips. Like, why does them
no,
being earnings make people
yeah.
need more chips? I
See,
don't get that.
and for that, that's the reason why when I get these like Yahoo Finance and CNBC alerts, like I'm sure you already know this, but I've given up on trying to get information from them. Like,
well, I don't.
the way I
Anyway.
see from them. No, I know, but I'm just saying in general. The only type of information I get from them is I don't even look at like when I see a headline, I'm looking for what is a fact. Nvidia had earnings. Okay, that's a fact. Any of their opinions around it, it don't even matter.
Well, to me, the only reason that
so
I have
stupid.
CNBC alerts, because everybody knows
But I have them
that
too.
buy the rumor, sell the news, right?
Of
like
course.
By the time CNBC reports it, the move already happened in the market.
Yep.
So
I get all them alerts myself. But I think all of us as traders know. We all know. You know this. I know this. I think we all know this. They're just there. They're just a news resource for people who don't know shit.
Right, but all it does for me is it just makes me, when I see a big news announcement on my alerts from them, it just makes me open up my charts. Like, oh wait, what just happened? Let me see.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
That's all it is. It's just like an alert to make me look at my chart. Like, oh wait, did something just happen? Let me look at the chart.
Yep, 100%. That's what it is.
But it's all, by the time anybody sees the news, even their ticker, you know what I mean? Their ticker is 10 or 15 minutes delayed.
Yep.
Like
15-minute delay on them.
Reporting we're at 59.85 right now, but we already broke 6,000.
Yeah. Yep. That's how it goes.
But yeah, to me, it's just looking at it gives me a heads up that something might be happening right now in the market. I like Bloomberg economic calendar though, because it's like in real time.
Yeah. What I use for my news, I cycle through these things every day. I use 2 economic calendars. This is how I get all my news. I go this economic calendar, and then this one is like, it adds the bond stuff with it. So then I look at this economic calendar. Like, I literally have this open. And then I go through Forex Factory. And then I go through, so I looked at that. And then I go through Financial Juice, which is one that they update real time live. And then I look at Roll Call Fact Base, which is gets Trump's schedule. So I always have these updated. Then I look at the Market Watch economic calendar, get that refreshed. And then what I do is I log everything in the news. So every day, every Sunday, I go through, I put all the news for the week, and I have a list, right? I made a list for myself to see which of these news is high impact. So if it's high impact, I just highlight it red. So then when I go through, I put all the news, I go through, look at earnings, look at everything. And then if I see something, I highlight it red, go through. Then I double check again just to make sure I'm good. And then I go through. So that's what I do on Sundays. And then every day I go and I refresh to make sure that there's like nothing didn't pop up. But then, like even this Sunday, Powell spoke on Sunday, didn't really affect my news or anything. And we had Memorial Day, so I didn't touch it. It didn't matter. Right? So that's what I do. But back to this though, right? I'm gonna look at ES now. When the market, I didn't touch them. These are mine. Nope. Do the find my, do it on the app, and then tell me. Then I'll help look for it. But the last time, Seb, I charged it out here. Remember? You had it after that? Oh, okay. Checking the count. So yeah, at this time, here's the market close from yesterday. Bands were made. This level, yesterday's previous week's high. Market runs up to a level. You see what it did? Rejection. We also know that this is the 6,000 level. Okay. We broke above it. I think they just couldn't really get above it. Like, they just couldn't. Like, not really. And then just look at this, just dump. So at this point, now if I'm a London session trader, I'm gonna come in, move the band here. So now I know 20-day ADR, they moved 82 points yesterday, or today they're moving 89. So okay, now they're at the high of their range. All right. Again, it's not an exact science, but it's just something to guide you. You know what I mean? You just apply this to your trading style. If you're a trader who's a trend trader, you like to catch the long, huge move. Okay. If you caught that huge move yesterday and you went and got over the ADR in points, you better be trailing, because market just took all that away. It's all of it. Market came down, closed the gap. They went down to the ADR low. Look what they're doing now. They just, but again, once you get down to certain levels, you should be done for the day. 9:30, drop down, ADR low, I'm up out of there. If the market, it don't even matter if the market does this. If the market runs back up or runs down, bro, I don't care about none of that. I'm out. I'm to the casino. Market does this, bro, I don't care if the market can drop 30,000 points today. That got nothing to do with me. That should have nothing to do with any of us.
No.
But that's it. Market did ADR is 82. They went 99. Okay, we're done. We up out of there. Everyone's at goal. There's at least 200, 300 available. From this low to this high, that was $495. That's one micro MES. And you can scalp the shit out of all this, or whatever, or however anyone wants to trade, or whatever the case is. But yeah, that's how I see it. Oil, same thing. Man, it's just, the markets are the same. They're just the same. Look at, they're coming down to the ADR low. Okay, get up. You don't need any more. After this, you're done. What are we doing? Same thing. Same thing. Now, if the market runs back
What's
up.
the ADR, the average daily range?
Average daily range. Yep.
And what's the formula? How is that calculated?
It basically takes the 20 days previously. It takes the amount of points they moved in those days. And what it does is it automatically gives the later days more weight. Now, in terms of the exact calculation, I don't know how it does it, but I know it takes the 20 days. It takes 20 days and it says, all right, of the 20 days, if one day it moved $2.40, another day it moved $1.80, $1.90, $2.40, $3, $4, $2. Okay, the average was $2.01. If they've moved the average and you haven't gotten to your goal, come back tomorrow. The market will be open tomorrow. That's how it does it here. That's how it does it here. That's how it does it for the Dow. That's how it does it for Russell. That's how it does it for gold. That's how it does it for natural gas. For Bitcoin.
What's $2 is what? What's that, options?
For oil?
Oh, for oil?
Yeah, this is oil. So a $2 move from the high to the low. That's $252 in one micro. So that's 2,500 in the
What does that number look like on ES?
From the high to the low?
Yeah. Oh,
about,
80. All right. About 80.
Yeah, this one. Boom. Boom. About 8. Yeah. So look at that. Just like that. So yeah, it's nice. Man,
what's that? That's like a tool. Where'd you get that tool?
I got this in my mentorship. I believe. I don't know how much it was. I don't know how much, because I got a bunch of tools, but I don't even use all of them. I use some of them. I implement them with how I'm trading. But yeah, I paid my mentor, and then he gave us all the tools. Everything I have is from him, and then it's basically like, hey, I'm gonna teach you how to use everything. First thing he did, he taught us market structure. The market moves like this. The market moves this. This is supply. This is demand. This is the high. This is the low. The market's data driven. The market is a big data machine. That's what it is. You
How
know,
many times did you waste money on fucking hacks before you found a good guy?
so the funny thing is, bro, like that's why you know what's so funny? I think we was having, I don't know who was on the call. We was having this conversation a couple months ago, and I was asking like, yo, because I keep seeing people talk about they've gotten scammed. They got scammed. They got scammed. They, you know, they paid for this mentorship and they didn't get anything. And this, so I was like, yo, I'm like, wait, is that a real thing? Are people really doing that? Because for me, I paid for 2 mentorships before. I paid for a mentorship like before COVID, and then I paid for this other one with this guy like around COVID, and because I was like struggling at one point, like I was really struggling, and like lost mad bread, and I'm trying to figure out. So I paid a pretty penny for this dude, and let me go back. The first mentorship that I did,
Yeah, bro, get
I
into this one, bro. I want to hear this, bro.
yeah, the first mentorship I paid for, like, and my girl's right next to me, she can attest. The first mentorship I paid for, it was with, babe, remember Fausto and Josh? I paid, I think I paid like, I want to say like 10 grand. I paid 10 G's. I put it on a credit card, and I was able to like pay it over time. And bro, I'm telling you right now, had I followed exactly what they said, I would have I would have been good. But my psychology was trash. And I was trying to get it. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to like make sure that I wanted to get money fast. Right now, I just paid this 10 G's. I need to get it. But the person who the 10 G's was aimed for, it was for someone who had a lot of money to begin with, and the 10 G's wouldn't have been a lot to them. I had to put this shit on a credit card. So I'm over here trying to fight to, I need to make this money back so I can pay this shit. So I didn't really apply everything they taught in my trading. And they literally, one of the things they said was, they offered, hey, pay $7 to come into our live chat room for 2 weeks. If you do not like it, we will refund you your $7. We just want you to pay just to know you're a real person. So I paid the $7. We watched them. All they were doing, bro, they was just trying to go get a couple hundred a day. That's all they were trying to go. And this is Cyber Trading University with Fausto Puglisi and Josh Levitan. They are some good dudes. I talk to them nowadays, and you know, now that like I'm doing a little bit better, like it's just everyone has that journey. So paid the 10 G's, or no, paid the $7, was in the class for 2 weeks, and I did not. I was trying to follow what's going on, and I really just didn't. My mindset wasn't there. The psychology was trash. Like it was. I should have listened. So, you know, I had the little interview after the 2 weeks. Talked to dude. He said, "Hey, if you don't have the 10 grand, I would recommend you not do this." He told me not to do the program. He said, "This is not for you. We don't want to have anyone come into the program where you're trying to fight back to, you know, pay and all this stuff. Like, we want you to take it slow. Trading is very difficult. We need you to just slow down with this and just, you know, go and get a couple dollars a day. That's it." Because the way they were trading stocks, right? So like I probably had like 50 grand to my name or something. And so I put some money in the market. I put some money in trade station. This is when I was using trade station. And so there was the PDT rule, but I was cool with that because I had enough money in there. Actually, my girl helped me. My girl gave me some money too, so I had enough to put in there. So all you had to do was you bought like 100 shares and go for like 10 cents on these stocks. That's it. Get couple $100 and be done. My dumbass, I was doing good for a while. I was doing good, doing good, doing good. Then
He
what I
was like,
want to
if I
do,
could get a couple hundred, I could get a couple thousand.
then if I can get a couple of thousand, then I can get 10,000. If I can get 10,000, then I can get 100,000. Boom, boom,
He didn't recognize it was
minus
about
15K,
longevity.
bruh, minus 15K, 10 seconds.
Mm.
Bro, I've never lost so much money so fast, bro. Bro, I lost $15,000 in 10 seconds because I wanted to size up like a dumbass.
Mine wasn't quite that bad.
Ricky.
Mine wasn't quite that bad, but
Boy, did you crash?
when I first started, I dumped an entire like tax return into a brokerage account, but I
Mm,
didn't understand anything about risk management or anything like that, and I lost that in like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
mm, mm,
like,
mm.
like,
Done.
but and that's kind of when I started with the props. I was like, all right, I need to learn better risk management,
Yeah.
because like, I was doing it on the practice accounts, right, simulation accounts, and coming from forex. And forex, I didn't really lose money, but I didn't make any money. And
Mm-hmm.
my brother's in bank, and he said I have a friend that said forex is really hard to make money. He's like, but you should try futures. And if you
Mm.
like the way how fast forex moves, then trade like S&P or 30-year bonds or something. It moves
Right.
faster. Right,
Yep.
and I was like, all right, because I like the fast movements of the forex. So I was like doing that, but I was in these $100,000 simulation accounts, and I was leveraging up like I'd be average dollar cost averaging into positions like
Damn.
up to like 20 minis, like,
Ooh,
like
shit.
and I,
Boy over
and
there
I
traded
didn't, and I,
ZB.
yeah, and I didn't lose any money, right? But and then I told the broker, because this is for me to try it out before I put money in the brokerage account. I told the broker, I was like, well, 100K isn't realistic. I was like, because I'll never have 100K to just dump in a brokerage account. Can you make it like a $5,000 account? So he said, all right, because I had turned on the 50K account, I had turned it into like 114,000 in like a week and a half. I was
Mm.
like, oh, this is not realistic. Can you make it a 5K account? He's like, all right, eliminating 70K of fake profits. Like, I was like, all right. So I did that, and I
Yep.
turned the 5K into 14 grand in like 2 weeks. And
Mm.
I was like, oh, I got this. Real money is different, man. And I didn't
Yeah.
understand risk, right? I was just dollar cost averaging into positions, but I wasn't averaging in. I still do that because it's part of trading, but I do it in a range. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it has to be, and there's a certain point at which I'm like, all right, it's not, it's not like the methodology or the strategy is broken when it goes out to a certain point. All right, this is not a good trade anymore. There's a certain point where that happens. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You
um
got to know when the trade is not true.
right, and then what my dollar cost averaging now, like I might have like a 10-point stop, so it'll improve my entry price, so my stop isn't 10 points anymore. Now my stop is only like 5 points because I have a better entry point, but I'm not pushing the stop back, so that when I have a bigger position it's still 10 points. You know what I mean? I'm
Mm.
just getting a better entry price, but my stop is still the same. So instead of it being a 10-point stop on three micros, it'll be a 6-point stop on six. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I didn't understand anything about it. Dumped like 5 grand tax return into it one year,
Yeah.
gone. And then I was talking with the broker after. He was like, "Yeah, I was watching, man. That was hard to watch." He said
Yeah, the brokers they
he's
be watching 'cause
yeah, he
they know the
said,
life of a trader. They know the life
yeah.
of a trader is what, 3 to 6 months.
Yeah, but then he told me, he said what was hard to watch about it was the market only traded today in a 2-point range.
Mm, mm, mm.
Like the whole range of the market all day was only like 2 points.
Yep.
And I lost like 2 grand in like 20
Damn.
minutes. Every like I was like shit. But that's when I
Oh.
started with the props, right? I started with the props to all right, this is gonna teach me better risk management. And then
Mm-hmm.
I started with Apex, but you know how now we look at what are the funded rules, like because
Yep.
that's the only thing we really care about.
Yep.
Evals aren't very hard, so I never really looked at any of the rules. But that's why I was saying with the thing we were talking about with Apex this morning, because I just started. That was the first prop I used, and that, probably like last like October or something like that. And
Mhm.
so I've witnessed like substantial rule changes between the last 6 or 8 months. Right,
So
like
check this out.
so.
I started using Apex. All right. So y'all see the price of these accounts now, bro.
Mm,
I was using Apex when bro, when they had you can qualify for a payout after 30 days.
mm,
So and then they went from 30 days, then they had payout windows. Then it was the first to the fifth, and then or not, it
yeah,
was
that's how it
the
was when
10th
I
to the
started with
15th, and
them.
then end of the month. Yeah. So that was like the third phase because they had other things too. And then also with just I was with Apex before they did the 1 day to pass. It used to be 7 days. You needed to trade in an email for 7 days.
Mm,
And then they went to 5 days. Then they went to 3 days. Then they went to 1 day to pass, and that never went away. Then
right.
then they did the different payout
Well, they
windows
started making
and
more
all that stuff.
money when with 1 day to pass. You start
Yep.
making a lot more money as a prop
Mm-hmm.
because now everybody is over leveraging.
Yep.
Like all these people thinking, oh, 1 day to pass, I have to do it in 1 day, right?
Yep.
Like they think that
Mm-hmm.
1 or 2 days to pass means, oh, I have to do it in that much time. They don't
Yep.
think like, oh, well, it's one day to pass, but it's okay for me to take a week.
You can take a week. You can take 2 weeks.
Right.
Also, too, bro, I was paying PA fees for the 150K account, bro. I was paying PA fees that was like my PA fee for the 150K was like 270, 280. So then they kept dropping. Then they dropped it down to like two. They dropped it down to 150. Then it went down to 85. Bro, so I've seen a lot of changes. So the
Yeah.
amount of changes that this company has made relative to how long they have been around isn't that bad.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? You got Top One. They've been out for a month and they changed their rules 3 times. You got
Yeah.
even Tradeify, which I think is reputable now. They were around after 3 months. They changed rules. Then they changed their rules again. So for me, when I see them changing rules, like okay, the way that I trade, these rule changes literally don't affect me because
Right.
I'm not going for big. Like for me, I'm not going for big. I'm trying to milk the firm.
Right.
I'm milking. So I'm base hits. I'm base hits Lou.
That's
So
where I'm getting
you know what
now,
I'm
though.
saying?
I'm
So
not getting
if
that
you a
Jones
person that's
anymore.
2K a day, 2K, 3K, and if you hit a $10,000 banger on a trade and you're like, damn, nah, I'm not getting my money now because this firm's a fraud. They're a scam. Bro, in the rule, it literally
I
said,
need that.
you know what I'm saying? You're trading simulated funds, bro.
Yeah.
Like, ain't no one gonna give you 10K of simulated funds if you're doing windfall shit. Like, not
Right.
to say that you can't go get 10K for 20 straight days. Cool. If you're doing that, bro, go trade, do that in your live account, and then
Yeah.
do 1/10 of that in the PAs.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why another thing, when people say, hey, you should be live only, why the hell would I be live only when there are props to also trade?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna trade my live account. I'm just also gonna horizontally leverage.
Yeah. I'm gonna
I don't
try.
need to
I'm gonna
put more. I don't
definitely
need to
try and
put
get.
more capital in the live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna get as much as I can out of these props.
Yeah. And
Like,
also too,
and I like
diversify.
the fact that like when what I was doing, what you were doing with my take profit accounts, right? I'm withdrawing those
Mm-hmm.
profits every day down to my drawdown, right?
Give me
Because
that.
anything above the drawdown creates personal risk. Right,
Exactly.
like so oh, you should leave an extra cushion. No, I shouldn't because that extra $1,000 cushion is $1,000 of my money, right? So
Facts.
if I withdraw every day down to the buffer, that means that they absorb all the risk. I have zero risk at that point.
Exactly.
You
And now,
arrived at your destination.
yep.
But a personal wouldn't hurt, bro, because that would save you from tilt. If you have a bad week, then you save and you
Uh,
manage to keep that account for longer rather than blowing it.
Well, not to me, right? Because if I'm on tilt, I'm on tilt, right? Like if it doesn't matter if I have a $2,000 drawdown or a $3,000 drawdown. If I'm on tilt on a day, I'll lose that $3,000 just as easily as I'll lose the $2,000, right? But if I'm managing it properly, then I'm not gonna lose the $2,000, let alone the $3,000. You know what I mean? But if I go full tilt, chasing after those losses, then I'm gonna destroy an extra 1,000 of my money just as quick as I'm gonna destroy that drawdown buffer. Like tilt is tilt, man. Like if I'm full tilt, I'm full tilt, right? Like
Yeah,
that's
but you can do things to prevent you. Like if you have a daily loss on that account,
yeah,
you
you
live to
can't
see
do
another
that with
day,
take. You
and
can't do that with
everyone's
take
gonna have these
profit.
tilt days, regardless of who you are. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying.
can't.
If you trying to preserve that account for the long term, and not, like, if that account can live, everyone's gonna have a
Yeah,
losing streak.
yeah take profit trader, you can't do that. Not with TradeAbate accounts, anyways. You can't set limits. Like, could they still consider a funded account an eval
Yeah,
account?
but what we're saying, giving yourself some cushion, it wouldn't hurt. I'm just saying it wouldn't hurt.
No, it definitely doesn't hurt. This Bulanox account though has been giving me a lot more discipline. Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, all right, 10 days, maximum payout is 1,500. Like for the
You
first three
you
payouts.
you you can fall in your face so many times to the day that you say, okay, I had enough. I'm gonna do something
Yeah,
different this time. You feel me?
yeah. There's not. I mean, you trade in the Bulanox, there's no point in chasing after big profits, right?
Yep.
Like you can't take more than $1,500 the first three payouts
Boom.
for, you know what I mean? And so I could see in your first phase of it, maybe because I had to hit 4,100 to get that max $1,500 payout. But after that, right, it's 150 a day is max payout in 10 days, right? 150 a day for 10 days. Like the first phase, a little bit tougher. Like this account is at 53.8 right now. I have still 2 more days I gotta trade it for. Right, so 150 a day for those 2 days. But 150 a day for 10 days, that's max payout for your first three payouts. And it's only $500 more than the minimum payout, right? Minimum payout is 1,000, max payout is 1,500. So there's
Mm-hmm.
no point. But the fact that doing it just consistently for 10 days it's definitely teaching some discipline.
Yeah. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when you can trade your account and you can trade the account. You're following your rules. You're seeing the progress. You're following your rules. You take red days and you still are having progress. That's how you know. Like it's cool to be all green and green and green, 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 green. But when you're following your discipline and you also have red days, but then
Yeah.
you also are still seeing progress in the accounts with the red days, that's a really good feeling.
Yeah,
Amen.
That's a
Yeah.
really good feeling.
that's where I
Amen.
need to get to.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's where I'm going at. What Lou just said, like that'll protect you from, don't let some bad days just be the end of your account. If you
Yeah,
can do
Yeah.
something, if
I
you can do
definitely have to
something to
get there.
prevent that, like, and trust me, bro, I myself, I'm working on that. I'm not saying, oh, I'm doing this because I don't, bro. I have trouble myself, but I'm trying. I'm like really trying. You feel me?
Yeah, I need to get there still. This account is 8 straight profitable days. There's not a red day on there.
Yep.
Uh, but my take profit trader funded was what I think it was. I think I took 6 or 7 days to pass. I had one red day
Mm-hmm.
on that one.
Yeah. Good shit. Yep. That's a good thing, man. It's a really good feeling, man. So yeah, man, this is what I'll say, bro.
But some of this
Part of
Bulinox
the shit.
account taught me too. Like I really paid attention to my setup in the morning because a couple of the profitable days on the Bulinox were lucky, right? Like twice I entered a position for 3 contracts and I was on ES and thought I was on MES. So
Mm.
I thought I was placing a trade for 3 micros, and it was really 3 minis. I was like, oh shit, I'm lucky that went my way.
Yeah. Hey, that happens, man. But you know, if you, that's why I got above my above my computer. If I got lucky, I'm done. I'm oof, whoa.
Yeah,
I got 800. Oh, I'm out. I'm gone. Shutting it
yeah,
down. That's how it goes. Because then that shit can linger on into the next day or to the later on in the session. Nah, I don't wanna.
You're like, oh, I
But
made
yeah,
600 on that last trade. I could do that
yeah,
again, but
right.
you can't.
Nope. But yeah, man, this was the journey, man. I'm happy I'm here now. Like the past was rough, but I
Yeah,
think most traders go through that shit. Like and if you haven't been through that rough patch yet,
I've
chances
definitely
are
been through that.
you will be in that patch, but then you will make it to the other side. And once you make it to the other side, it is it's a beautiful thing. Just because
Yeah.
you know how much you put into it, blood, sweat, tears. Like that day I lost all that bread. The funny thing is, I lost that bread, but I still was profitable because I had made so much going
Right.
the slow way. I was going slow, just grinding, increasing, like keeping the percentage the same, keeping the percentage risk the same as I'm growing the account. And then that one day, I just went against the plan, and I took like a week off. I think it was like a week off, and then I came back, and yeah, just found another situation. Because I think at that time I was like, yo, you know, these people, they don't know what they're talking about. They, just not taking any accountability for myself. And I think that was the turning point when I took accountability for myself. That's when I was like, okay, now it's that was my fault. Time to lock in. Need to go do what I need to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Right.
And here we are. Took accountability and did exactly what I was supposed to do. And I think that's what is carrying me to where I am today. So I know that I still got a lot of work to do on myself, but I am, you know, I'm still I'm still trying to follow my plan every day. I'm still trying to avoid tilt as much as I can, and then even if I can't avoid the tilt, I'm still trying to be able to, limit the damage.
Right.
Not blow accounts that have lots of payouts in them, and continue to grind slow base hits, milk the firm, milk the firm. Just do what I need to do just to continue these payouts, man. That's
Really, my short-term
the
goal is
name
to
of the
get up.
game.
My short-term goal is to get these 6 take profit trader accounts up to payout level. Just
You got 6?
150. No, not yet. No, that's my short-term goal.
I think you only have 5.
I thought it said 6, but I only got 2 right now.
Now you can only have 5, 5 max.
Oh, is it?
If they said 6, show me, because definitely I'd want to get 6 myself, but I'm pretty sure it's 5 because I think I've seen a lot of other people that have TPT accounts and they have 5.
Oh,
But yeah, no, this is the way to be, man. Just grinding slow, especially with the props. Like you don't want to be that guy that's like, okay, everyone says, oh, every firm is a scam or every firm is not a scam. Even the firms that they say is not a scam, there was a there was a uh, there was a dude who had a Bulinox 50K account and he ran it up to 400K and they just closed the account. He ran it up to 400K in like 7 days. And my
So
thing
that
is
sounds like gambling, though.
yeah, it's like, bro. And then he was on social media. It's like, yo, this firm's a scam. And then everyone was like, all right, can you show us how you were trading? Like, that's why I can't take, when someone says something about a firm, I need to see the full evidence. Okay, show me what you're talking about. If I see it, okay, oh yeah, nah, oh yeah, look, yeah, Apex is wrong for that. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. Oh, damn, Top Step, yeah, that they whack for that. But until I see the evidence, like someone got denied a payout, right? So Apex specifically says you cannot. There's a 30% max adverse excursion rule. So if you got a 50K account, you cannot have any one trade that's going against you $750 or more than $750 or something. So
Right.
the way NinjaTrader registers max drawdown, they register it with the realized loss, not the intraday drawdown. So if you look at if you pull up any of your stats, right, and it says you had a drawdown of $900, or say you had a drawdown of $600, yes, you went down 600 from your highest realized P&L to your lowest realized P&L. There was a $600 difference, right? That's not saying how much you were actually down in the trade. So someone tried to show, yeah, my max drawdown, you can see on Ninja, it said it was like 550 or something. And then someone was like, yeah, they're wrong for that. And I was like, yo, okay. In that I commented, I was like, hey bro, I'm not trying to say Apex is right or wrong, but this is still, the evidence you're providing is inconclusive. What I would need to see is the MAE on that specific trade. And I was like, okay, tell me what the entry of this trade, and if you DCA'd, tell me the entry time, tell me the price, and then tell me where you exited and tell me the day. So then he told me all this information. I went in his NinjaTrader, and because he was in a couple micros, the MAEs were split. So one MAE was like 150, another one was like 200, and it was a bunch. But then I was like, yo, then I pull up on a chart. I said, hey, if you entered here, here, and here, and here, so now your average price is here. As soon as the market went against you and the market price was here, you were down 750. He ended up, I guess he must have been down 1150 in the trade, and then he ended up closing for profit. But because of some of his DCA entries, it was weird with the FIFO how it like showed where the entries and exits were. So it showed like a realized loss of like 550 on some of the trades, and then the rest of them was like up 1,000, so it netted out to whatever. So I'm like, yo, even though it says your max drawdown was this 500, you were down in this trade total 1,100. So the payout denial is correct. And then they were like, oh, okay. And I was like, I get you, but it is clearly stated in the rules. And see, now you're spreading FUD. You're spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But you broke a rule. And again, I'm not trying to say I don't work for Apex. I'm just telling you, you have to understand their rules before you trade with them. If you don't understand the rules, you're doing yourself a disservice.
Right.
You gotta know what the rules are. So that's why I tell that to everybody that I know that's a trader that's trying to go get money in this market through a prop. You need to know the rules. If you are putting your money somewhere, you need to know exactly what is going on. If you don't know what's going on, that's on you. That's on nobody else but you. You gotta know. You gotta read the rules. And if you don't know if there's any confusion or if you have any questions, reach out to somebody or reach out to the team's help desk or something, right? You got to make sure you know. I right now, for me, every account I trade, I know the rules inside and out. I know what it is with these TPT Pro accounts. I know what it is with Apex account. I know what it is with all these firms. I know what it is with Bullenox account. So and that's it. That's all you got to know. I know which ones I can use my algos. I know which ones I can't trade dues. I know which ones. I know the profit targets on these. I know the date. You know what I'm saying? You got to know all that shit. So that's just what it is. And when firms change rules, We got to be able to adapt. Like, there was this one strategy I used to have where, bro, the stop was so far away. Like this strategy, bro, it was like 99% accurate. Like, it went for a certain amount of ticks and it put the stop so far away that it can be in so much drawdown, and at the end of the day it will still hit target. And bro, this shit was profitable for like so many days in a row, and then Apex changed the rules. Then they added the MAE. So then we had this. So then that strategy that was on all, because it was on autopilot. It was literally getting payouts on autopilot. We had to change that up. Then that got switched. Now there's another one that's, doing this thing. And, that's like, there's just a bunch of, you just gotta, in this game, gotta know the rules, gotta know what's going on. You can't really like get mad at a firm for changing shit, because if we're all getting better as traders, we gotta expect that these firms, they're trying to make money. They're in business to make money as well, and so they're gonna put some things in place. So when traders go into live, that's the firm putting a stop loss in place for themselves.
Right.
Okay, you're up 5K in a PA. All right, we were gonna have to pay you out this 5K. We're gonna stop the amount of money that we're taking out of revenue to pay you. Now we're just putting this 5K in a live account. If you blow that 5K, that's your loss, because that was your money anyway. That's
Right.
literally what moving a trader to live does. It just puts a stop loss in place for the firm. That's it. And so with I know there's been a lot of people that have got that email. I thought I was gonna get the email, but I didn't. And even if I do, I'm already trading live anyway. So I would just, I would keep I would take my profits, move them to live, and take some of the profits and keep, I would just keep diversifying. I was talking to Mike earlier, like, I think I'm gonna add some my funded futures to the situation, and just scale out, because I have a whole bunch of these little VPS boxes, and I can also just use Tradeovate connections. And what I got like a whole like scenario, a whole situation here at the house with all these with the situation. So yeah, man, that's just my long-winded answer, my long-winded way of saying, been through a lot in this market, been through the ups, been through the downs, been through the crazy lows, and not that like, oh, I'm up now, but it's more like I am very comfortable now, to a point where like I know what I'm doing. If I just follow exactly my plan, then I should be good, unless, and then when the market changes, I just continue to adjust, because the way my strategy works, it's so the market's environment and volatility is a part of the strategy. So it'll automatically adjust. Like, all my measurements that I use in my take profiting system, my stop loss system, and trailing system, everything is within everything. The market dictates that. The market dictates when I take profits. The golden ratio, right? If the market has only moved 100 points, golden ratio is going to be at a certain spot. If the market moves 1,000 points, golden ratio is going to be at a certain spot, because it's dynamic. It moves. It's with the market. So I just got to continue doing that, and I'll be good money. Hopefully I don't go on tilt and blow everything. So
You have a lot of copy traders.
Say it again.
You have a lot of copy traders working.
Like I just use one replicato.
I mean, how many accounts are you copying on?
Man, a lot. Like, I'll say this: it's minimum. It's more than 20. So we got the Apex, we got the Billinox, we got the Take Profit Trader. So, and we're basically almost maxing everywhere. Slow base hits. That's it. Slow base hits, just taking advantage of people. Plus, I got some live accounts that I'm trading, and then yeah, that's it, man. Because if you keep the risk small, then you're chilling. I had one bad day or almost bad day last week, but it ended up just pushing my consistency target out a little further. So now I'm just working on that, and that's the one thing. Now, again, I could be like, damn, Apex, like, what the fuck? I made mad money in one day. Nah, I knew the consistency rule. No, I knew it. I could have lost money that day after too, because I'm well over the drawdown. Like my drawdown level, my auto liquidate threshold has already stopped, so I'm way over. So hey, I could have lost money and bring back. No, I knew what it was, so it's cool. It is what it is. Now you just battle and keep going. And ES about to make a new low, which is just crazy. But yeah, man, this is cool. I gotta say, man, shout out to my mentor for giving me tools, for putting me on game. Like I definitely I feel for people who have had quote unquote mentors that didn't really do much for them. Because again, I heard that there are a lot of people that actually went through that type of shit. Oh, I know that shit sucks. Um, yeah, that's not cool. It's not a good look. But yeah, man, it's part of. I guess it's part of the tuition. You learn. You gonna learn from somebody. It's either somebody that's getting you in your wallet, or the market's getting you in your wallet. So that's how that go. That's how that go. Good day today, though, man.
Hey, man.
It's been a good day. I think I'm probably gonna call it. Well, it's 11:30. I'm probably get some lunch at the casino.
Hey, good luck out there.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. I go, bro. I'm only bringing from. This is what I do when I go to the casino.
Uh huh.
I leave my cards here, and that's how I used to do it. I don't need to actually like leave my card anymore, but I bring like 500,
Right.
and that's it. That's it, and it's all payout money anyway. So
Yeah.
I, you know, couple hundred on TPT today, like 252.
Hey, regardless,
That's it.
I didn't trade. Man, I left that trade yesterday. It was at the low, I think, because we
Yeah.
just kept on bursting, and I didn't close that, but it was with risk, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I was eyeing something, bro. That trolls me out like crazy. I woke up to it was like a Christmas day. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. That's fire. Hell yeah. Congrats. But it sounds like everyone did good today. I don't know who else is still on the call, but I know Mike, Martin, Nate, Serge. I know Serge. You said you didn't trade. Nate, you did good today, right?
I did
Yeah,
good.
I did all right. I hit targets.
Let's go, man.
Man, y'all seen Rose?
Yeah, yeah. She blew her shit, and she got to go back to work.
Yeah,
Damn.
man. Bro, we're cold. We just gotta implement those risk measures, you know, for the long term.
Yep.
I don't think,
Okay.
to be honest, I don't even think it's technicals, you know. And
No.
I'm not saying her or this or that person, me myself, because I've been working so hard, bro, to shake off the bad habits I have,
Yeah.
and it's not easy. I still do silly shit, you know, but it's all good because I'm trying to improve myself. But I'm saying, like, collectively, bro, we don't need to learn the next new thing. That's not
Nope.
it, bro. We know
Nope.
technicals. We know technicals. That's the least of our worries. We need a good system, a good a,
Discipline, man.
a good system. You know, we can only fall in our faces so many times where you say, "Okay, I had enough. I'm not. Fuck it.
Yep.
I'm doing it the way I should." And sometimes doing the way I should is not the funnest. It's not the best. It can be boring. It can be
Mm-hmm.
it can be, it can suck at times. But bro, like the reward, it's a lifetime reward. And we've been working so hard on on this craft to just to go to the grave with leaving everything behind. We just can't, you can't.
Yeah. Like, bro, look at this shit. Like, bro, I have a tool. I don't know if y'all can see this. Bro, y'all know if y'all can see this shit, but I literally have the projections. Y'all see when this shit was released? February 26, 2021. This tool was released February 26th of 2021, and it's still the same concepts still apply. It's crazy to me.
And like you said,
Like,
it's numbers.
it's literally data, and as the market has expanded, like it's not rocket science. It's not. So, and that's why I say it really is not. It's not. It's never. It's yeah. You got to have an edge in the market. Yes, for sure. You have to have an edge, right? But at the same time, you have to execute the strategy. Like I hear some ICT traders always say that the ICT trading is the way. Okay, okay, cool. That's good. That's cool. I also hear um some other people say like their strategy is the way, their strategy is the way. Okay. I know a bunch of other people that use those same strategies that people refer to, and they're still getting clapped. That's how I know it's not the strategy. It's never really been about the strategy. Like
Yeah.
that's a little bit part of it. It's really about how are you executing it? Are
It,
you
it's
following the plan and the system?
and what system you have to protect you, to protect
Yep,
you.
facts. 100% facts. Are you what are you doing in them times where the market is really going against you, and that's what it's really about. Like we really that's what it's about now. So because I see a lot of ICT traders, they're always referencing different levels, and they always say that that's the only way. I see a lot of ICT traders saying that, right? That it's the only way, but I don't see those traders getting massive payouts or just getting any payouts in general, right? And then there are some ICT traders who they're just following their plan and doing their thing, and I respect that because they're not out here saying that this is the only way. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think traders that use algos say that if they're the only way. I don't respect that
I,
either.
I don't know if you ever seen those clips on Instagram where I'll show you like, let's say the market dump or the market, and they'll show like the plug in fibs, boom, it hit X level, win. But for the same trade, they'll show boom breakout, boom, win. They'll do trend line, boom, broke the trend line, uh, win. And they'll show like so many supply and demand and so many scenarios where everything came to the same outcome.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they're crap when they show perfect entries and exits.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, we're all looking at the same thing, and
Yep.
But
it's
you're never gonna get out right at the high or get in right at the low. Like it's not gonna happen.
you can train yourself and do things to improve to be more precise, but at the end of the day, it is the thing. But it is the same thing, but it's just on your system, what you do to preserve that and because bro, like I said this, bro, like the last few weeks were rough for me. But if I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have those daily losses, bro, those accounts, I'm telling you right now, they would have been gone. Gone, bro. Gone.
Yeah.
And
Part of the game. Good shit that you caught it.
yeah, and those accounts are there, and I've been grinding them up again, and things are
Yep.
looking healthy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm like a Frankenstein, bro. I take sauce from everyone, and
Yeah.
and I try like. let's say I see a concept from you, and I start looking at that concept every day, and then it just, I think, being open minded really makes you a stronger trader because you're not being biased within yourself on the limits of the things that you can learn.
Yep. Yep, that's a fact. And then one thing I'll do, I didn't get to, I traded a different system, but I'll show y'all, I'm gonna show y'all a system today that it basically, if it just goes to it goes to just do a couple of trades and it wins. That's it. And it just does what it does, and that's it. So hold on, I'm gonna go. And again, I got back to the crib way too late to turn it on, but
I'm gonna rewatch the video so I can, cause I know I tuned in late because I had to take that car, but bro, that's
yeah,
some sauce right there. I from what I seen, bro, that go hard, bro, and that's
hell
on my
yeah,
bucket list to eventually get that ADR because, bro, that helps a lot. Yeah, we can always see the Asian low and Asian high and London low and London high and
hmm
previous yesterday close, but that really gives you an insight as the market expands where you can expect to head out or head, or that
right,
way you can get caught in the fire.
exactly. Check this out. So I got this little trend tool system that was put together. So basically, what the way this tool works is, and this is just from what I've been seeing, after 9:30, after 9:30, or you turn the tool on, 9:30 comes, and then it just goes to get some targets. So basically, this uses a that's a trend tool, and that is from it's from Ninja, and the trend tool is called Solar Wave, and basically once the market breaks a certain level, um, hold on one second. What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it was in an uptrend before the market opened. So 9:30, you can see the opening price. Opening price of the market today was 21,674. Market pushed down from that level. Once the market breaks here, and people say indicators don't work. They work. They could be lagging, but they work if you
They work.
follow system.
They work.
So they breaks this level. Trend is now a downtrend. Tool would have entered short, right? If it enters short, the stop goes here, right? And this is on we're talking uh we're in the micros. So I have it set on something. I don't know why it's telling me to take 69 uh 69 contracts. And I'm not doing that. Um I'll fix that in a second too. I might as well just do it now. Let's see. Mr. Ward. Mr. Risk. Risk one. Bless you, bro.
Thank you, my bad.
No, you good. You good. So one. What's the percent of the account? 0. That's what I want. One in risk. Okay. I'd rather that. Okay. 0.05. How about that? Last try. All right, there we go. That's better. Template. Save. Save the default. Yes. Okay. All right. Enter the trade here, and and again, this system you can have it set to do how many micros or whatever you want it to do. But I have to do one, then I just copy. I do a ratio out into the amount of contracts I want. So short here, your stop will go here, and it's dynamic. So as the market is going in your favor, the stop is actually moving closer. So between here, between your entry price and where the stop would be or where you would come out, it's decreasing, which is nice. I like about the system. So as the market's falling, literally it goes, that's a target filled. Boom, that's 168 ticks on this trade alone, from here to here. From entry, that's 84 bucks. If you do 2 micros, that's 160. Fine, whatever you want to do, however many micros you want to do. Okay. So now we're waiting for a pullback. If the market comes back up and then drops back down, okay, that's what it did. Market came up right here, another entry. Enter here. Now we enter there, stop above here. What happens? Target filled. Risk 108 ticks, target 108 ticks. That's the target filled. Okay. Another time. We'll go here. Keep this off. Here. Entry again. And again, that's all math. Here. Stop. Bro, this is all within, look at the time these trades happen. Between 9:30, that's the target. 9:30, 6 minutes later, another target. Here, 9:45, another target. Right?
That's a strategy with Ninja.
Yeah, this is a strategy with, yeah, you can just put this right in Ninja. Yep.
Boom,
target filled.
That's something on indicators like that they sell?
No, this is from Ninja. That's another company. Yeah, Ninja. Yep. Risk 168 ticks on a micro. Make 168 ticks. Boom. Same thing here. Target was here. Entry was there. That's another 60 bucks per micro. Let's see what's here again. That's the target. Entry would have been here. That's another 80 bucks. So 84, $60, $80. $84, 60, 80. $224. Okay, trend. And I'm gonna go. Let's do this. Just to keep the calculator. It's not doing it for me. Hold on. I hate when this happens. Hold on one second, y'all. This.
How do you go through and find what strategies actually work that you want to buy?
Hold on one second. So what you do is, for me at least, so a lot of this stuff, it's not even really like, hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, boom. I can't do that? It's not letting me keep this above. Oh, that's annoying. The way I did it was, when I was given the tool, I'm already seeing where I would want to go in the market. And if I have a tool that can just kind of help guide me to get Sorry, guys. I'm trying to use this. There's this thing called a desk pin that I'm trying to use that'll keep my calculator above, so that even when I start clicking something, it'll stay on top of the chart, and it's not working, which is mad annoying. Hold on, let me try it again. Here, enter pin mode. All right, I'm gonna remove all pins, and now I'm gonna enter pin mode. Nope. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. That was broken. Anyway, okay. So now that's 224 so far. Okay, next trade. Here, enter. Wrong thing. Here, into this trade. Stop is about there. I think the first one we had about 168 ticks of risk. What's this one? This one is about. Hey, why is this one different? Entry. Yeah, it should be about the same. Okay, right there. Boom. This one entry. It gave 100 ticks. You gave you 20 points, but ended up coming out with a loss. How much was that loss? Let's see. From here to the entry. That's a $25 loss. Okay. Minus 25. Now you're up 199 still. All right. So now let's go. We got an entry here. Entry. Do that. Stop. Then there was two trades. There's two trades as well. This one, pull back here. This trade. Okay. So now that's two winners. Enter here, and now I'm gonna kind of zoom in so that we can get a better picture. Here, this one has a target up here in the entry. That's another 87 bucks. And then we got this one. For this one, 1-to-1. It hit this price. That was the entry. And that's 70 bucks. Right? Okay. So let me delete these risk to reward tools. So here, two trades. All right. So now let's go back to the calculator. So 199 plus this 87 plus 87, pullback trade plus 70. So now, oops, oh shit. So 199 plus, no, we were at, let's go back. We were at
199 and
224.
157.
Yeah, we were at 224 minus the $25 loss. It was there. Clear. 224 minus 25 equals 199 plus $87. 87 plus another 70 bucks. $70 equals, that's 356. I don't know if you want to continue trading. You're already at 350 for the day with just one trading, just trading one micro.
Bro, that's old.
Now, if you're trading two micros, like, I don't know what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And it's 10 o'clock. Trade a half hour, get 350, be done. And that's with a loss. So, okay,
Well,
this one
so,
loss, this
so,
one
so,
loss, winner, loss, couple losses. That's okay. This trend, that's a loss. This trend almost got stopped out. Add you won, two winners. Loss, no, that's a trend. It's a price action trade. You took some heat. Eventual winner. Like at some point, you should be done. Target, that's a winner. No, this was a loss. That's a winner. This one is looking like it's a winner now. So
hey fam,
yeah,
so what's up with this indicator?
this is from Ninja. I think it's like $1,000 or something like that. I'm not even sure. You can look up the website. It's called Solar Wave.
Oh, gotcha. So you pay like a membership? It's like one-time payment type of thing.
One-time payment.
Hmm.
Entry there. That's $100, and now they're just making new lows. Here, $100. That's a price action winner. Now this is right now.
Man, that's cold, bro.
This is literally right now.
You'll be set with 1 micro.
1 micro, 350. Be up out of there. That's it. And you can set trails and all that. Like it's a beautiful thing.
Hey, yo, I've been thinking of what do you call it, a little algo for those 61.8, bro. It's cold.
Yeah. Hey, Mike. I don't know if you remember us talking about this previous day's low level that we said that we might get to, but here they are. 320. I mean, they are just not playing. This is not a joke. Like, it's just 320 was really, I mean, that's crazy. And then these bars, they're reversal bars, what you're looking at. They're reversal bars. But again, all strategies work. You got to do the data. In order to figure out the set reversal bars and all type of stuff, you got to, my mentor and we all came up with like a way to figure out what the bars should be and what size bricks and all that, stuff like that. But yeah, this is, I will call this a nice little support spot. You know what time it is. Yeah. So yeah, sir, that was, I think one of the days, I'm not sure when, but I'm gonna try to like get this one day. I'm not sure when I'm gonna start it, but just having just the algo running for a certain time and then like, hey, it's going to get a certain goal. If it gets the goal, it's just gonna shut off. It's done.
And bro, for I just feel like been brainstorming. If I was making an algo, how would I make it? And I was thinking of like measuring from the 61.8 to the 78. That would give us a clear range, and maybe like divided by 3 or 2, and then use that range to trail. So I can trail for by like 10 points or 20 points, and just let it do its thing, and then run it as high as it wants to.
Yep, 100%. 100%. And so today's trade performance, very, 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 very nice. You can see
big movements right now.
Yeah. Today's trade performance is super, super clean. Largest losing trade, $92. Largest winning trade, $1,200. I think I'm running some other algos on the side and whatnot, but yeah, this is today. Profit factor 18, Sharp ratio 733. I don't even know how it got so high. Total of 298 trades, percent profit, 93% winning day. Yeah, that's it. So the long trades didn't work today. I wonder why. Yeah, this is, if we go analysis, go by trades. Today was just,
oh, beautiful, yo. Ooh.
Started off.
Bro, look at that green right there. Ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna go by entry. So it started off, you can see like we were red, and then we just battled back and just just push and just slowly but surely, and getting to where we needed to be, slowly but surely. And that's
Let's
happening.
go.
And again, this is a lot of accounts, so it's not like,
Bro, look at that exponential progress. That's crazy. That's good, bro.
Yeah. And this is micros only. And yeah, you can see I was running some shit overnight, letting it just trade. You see it was down. It went down. Yeah, it was down. It was manageable, and then it just started to this. This was a monster short. Yeah, this one was up. Most of this trade was against 345. It was up 1,000, and it gave back the end trade. So these stats, though, what I always try to look at is like all these stats in Ninja. So this is why when people talk about Ninja and it's not good and blah, I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about, man. Like Ninja is a beast. Like if you know how to use it, right? So this trade was up 1,000. I think it gave, as you can see, max favorable excursion, max adverse excursion, and then end trade drawdown was $63. So it was petty. It gave only back $63. And then you can see, like, it was just, you can see all these just small wins, and it's adding commission too. So it's not like no commissions. When people be showing stats, to be like, there's no commission. No, the commissions are there. You can see it. So everything was just good, just a little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. That's it. A little bit at a time, and boom, here we are. So, and it didn't really take 298 trades. That's just because the way Ninja does it, it breaks it up weird. But yeah, a total across everything, 16K. That's some eval, some PAs, mostly PAs, and also some live, and then some take profit trader as well. But yeah, that's just, and again, there was red. It's not like there weren't losses. There was definitely red. It was a good amount, but we kept it low. We got to where we needed to be, and then we just slow grind and got to where we needed to go, and that got us here. So that's the statistics. Yeah. And let's see what the market did from that level we talked about. Come on, man. It's not like, man. It's just, and see, this is where like actually knowing the market can help you. Okay, we knew that this was a potential support spot. Okay, if you wait for this flip candle, you enter the trade. The point of all this shit is to enter the trade, know your risk, and don't touch it after. Enter the trade. The stop would be at the low. If you take a loss, you do. If you take a win, whatever. 1-to-1, target met. Enter the trade here, 2 micros, target met. What's the result? If that's the target, if you enter here, $56 a micro. If that was 1 mini, that's $560. 2 micros gives you $100. 3 micros gives you $150. 4, $200. And now it's just running. But again, as I said earlier, the algo, or if I use this trend tool, that would have been a little bit delayed, but fine. If it's delayed, entry here. We're trying to go for targets. Stop would have been starting to trail. The stop would have been here. It would have been here now. Let's see if they break this level. If they break there, then we get stopped out. How big would the loss be? From here to here. Entry here. If I get stopped out right now, that'd be a $41 loss. Let's see, does the market keep going though? From here, we enter. Where we at? We at $46. Let's see where the market goes. If the market goes up to one target, that's 87. And that's, bro, and it's such small numbers, bro. It's such small numbers that it's not even. It's scary. It's scary how much damage you can do with a couple micros. Let's see. So at this point, we're up $53 in the trade on one micro. Across 20 accounts, $50. 50 times 20 accounts, that's $1,000. If we get up to here, that's like $88 times 20 accounts. That's $1,700 in this trade. If we get up here, boom. It's like not even. It's very scary. Do those things. But this was a level. We said here, and also what up? The solid dollar. 300 solid dollar. They didn't even go get three. It was a solid dollar. 64.
Get down.
60 points off this. Come on, man. It's not a joke. Entry. Stop. Are they going to get this level? 389. It's math. It's nothing else but math. Leap.
Yeah.
Yep. All that shit is. No? See what they do, man.
Gotta be fucking kidding me here.
Target filled, man. Target filled. Bang.
Hey,
Target filled. Ball just risk to reward. 1-to-1. They can 1-to-1 right here. 2-to-1. Are they gonna do the 2-to-1? Bang. But again, level was already noted. 320. Previous day's low. 300 level as well. 1-to-1. Easy. Like, that's not. It's math. I always just try to remind myself, bro, just stick to the fucking plan, bro.
how often you use this one?
I use it to. I have it guide some of my like I use it sometimes, but most of the time I'm just like reading price action. But I do use it a lot. I use it a good amount.
Is
I
there
use it a
any
good amount.
criteria where you're like, today's the day for this algo?
No, because like when I put all the information in, I put all the highs and lows in of the of the shit. I put all the highs and lows in of the ADR, and then what I do is it has me, based on those numbers, I adjust the size bar. Hi baby. I have it adjust the size bar, and then the profit taking system is just within that. So when I adjust the bars, everything else adjusts with it, and the size bars get adjusted from market analysis and data from the market. Also, guys, we got 400 level to note as a potential resistance spot. Let me go ahead and lock this. Go ahead and lock this. Now I'm going to delete this. Yes. So this 400 level is a potential resistance spot. So if I'm here, if I'm long, and if I didn't already hit my target, I'm trailing. My trail might be like, I don't know, 75. So. So I mean, again.
Oh, are you kidding me?
400. No, that's a 20-point drop off the 400. What's the high of this bar? The high, 21,399. 20 points, right here. If you trade an NQ, 20 points, that's $400. Be done for the day. You know, it's like that's just reading. That's why, again, I say you can use the algos and all this shit, but you gotta be able to read levels of the market and say, okay, whatever the case is. So now, if I was long and I said I would have been trailing from 75, now I'm trailing here. Trails at this level. If they keep going, all right. Now, also, what else are we gonna note from levels? We gotta know. What else we got? No? Oh, yeah. She was being submissive.
Like fighting with them to the point where she was like rolling over and going crazy. And I was like, oh my God,
damn.
I never seen her like she liked it. The abuse.
That's crazy. So now everyone. No, not yet. So we know. Look at this. Here. We all know. We know what time it is here. Golden ratio. So I'm saying now that we put a low in, if we get up here, I wouldn't be surprised if we make a nice little projection, and we can come back to it tomorrow and look and say, hey, I'm gonna keep this marking. I'm gonna keep this marking on the chart. Right? Can I attach it? Oh, it's on this chart. Okay, that's fine. We gonna see what it do from this level. Lock. I'm gonna lock it here. 60. Okay, but again, I mean, this is not. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. We gotta just. It's getting to a trade. Accept the risk. When you don't accept the risk is when you get into trouble. That'd be the issue with us sometimes. So you taking outsized losses, that's not because you didn't want to take the small loss. So note that 38.2, but also note the 61.8, but also note the golden ratio. So that's how I'd be doing it if I wasn't already at gold. I'm looking at levels of support and resistance. Let me go here. Yeah, already looking at support and resistance levels. So this one, we broke this one, 400. Okay, invalidated. This one's still valid. Cool. Where we at? So now we're coming up on this level. So this trade here gave us, it's coming up on 2-to-1. 23.6. Noted that. It's another fib level. I'm trailing already though. Entry. $167 one micro. $1,675 in one mini.
What's the trailing you buying?
If I would be trailing, I'd probably be trailing by like 20 points or 20 ticks or 25, 30 ticks.
Oh, okay, bad. Yeah.
If that was the case. So, but again, all this shit, hindsight is 2020, but it's a system that I actually apply. But again, I think again, I'm once I refine a bunch of other things, I'm gonna just put it up and have just maybe people follow it, live, and hopefully you can get in the bags.
I'll be going over this whole life again because that's a lot
Hell
of
yeah.
fun.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, this is it's nice. It's a beautiful set of circumstances.
And it is basically following the trend after the open, right?
Yeah. Well, there was if you look at the open, let's go to the open. 930 price. Literally, if you took one trade, 2 trades, 3 trades, trend long, they got stopped out, small loss, trend winner, trend and a price action winner, done for the day. And you can trail that out if you want, or whatever hard targets, whatever. That's fine. You can be done. Okay, here, short, maybe, I don't know, stop here, long, small loss, that's a win. Okay, that's a win. You took that loss there, that's fine. 2 winners.
I'm gonna have to pick your brain on the criteria for the things that you under analysis. What do you?
Yeah.
What levels you plug in, and I'm gonna put them in a notebook. That way I can practice this a little bit. So I'm like this.
Hell yeah. And it's just beautiful. And then I also have, let's see, for this. What's this? Yeah, ES did the same thing. Wow. Yeah, man, this is just gotta follow the plan every day. Just gotta follow the plan every day. But yeah, man, I think I'm about to wrap it up. This was a good session. This was a good session for sure.
Most def.
Hoping everyone did good. I don't know if anyone took any more trades. What you saying, bro?
I appreciate the sauce, bro.
Yeah, bro, for sure. That shit was given to me. That's all I'm just passing on what I know. It could be right, it could be wrong, but just interpretation. Yeah, it's clean.
We're playing a game of probabilities, you know?
Mm-hmm. That's all this shit is, probabilities. Just put yourself in a spot where if you take some trades, you can win some, you can lose some, and that's it. You don't need nothing else. That's it. So, yeah, Nate, finished good?
Yeah.
Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Let's go, man.
Appreciate you sharing.
Sir, man. I'm still learning. I'm still learning myself. So always learning. Always a student in this game. That's a fact.
Mike in the building.
Mike, where you at?
Bonus check.
No, but yeah. Well, I'm about to I'm gonna slide out and
All
hopefully
right,
get some
Have fun at that casino.
At the casino. Yes, sir.
Most that. Hopefully you hit it good.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I hope I continue doing this. See what's happening. But yeah, I'll tap in the chat later on and let's get it, bro. Let's get it, yo.
But do a wellness check when you come back.
Okay, word. We'll do.
All right, bro. Good luck. Everybody
Appreciate
have
it,
a good.
Let's get it.
All right, have a good day, fellas.
Let's get it, man.